Hey, good afternoon, everybody. The topic for my research paper is Religion in the American Civil War, Christianity's Place in America's Deadliest War. And I wanted to read a quote real fast from James McPherson's book. It says, "If a man ever needed God's help, it is in time of battle," wrote a private from the 24th Georgian who prior to this was an atheist. And he said, "I felt that the need of religion then, if I ever did feel." Um, it's a pretty personable topic to me. Having been in the military my entire career and serving in the infantry across two wars, I think that soldiers together have this drawing of trying to find purpose behind it, trying to find relief behind it, trying to understand why it is that they're seeing and having to do these absolute horrible things. I think we all know the American Civil War was fought from 1861 to 1865. About 600,000 American lives would be given, and that's across soldiers, sailors, civilians, prior slaves, etc. But it really is at the heart of what it means to be an American, in my opinion. 19th century Christianity, as we've learned, is extremely passionate. It's extremely thorough. It's extremely thoughtful for those individuals. The then 16th President Abraham Lincoln remarked on the war that each side deeply believed God was on their side, but that one must be wrong. And I think that's absolutely true of the time period. When you look at the American Civil War and you look at the individuals who participated in it, many of them at the beginning have this outcrying of, I'm going to join because it's the right thing to do. I need to defeat slavery, or I need to defend my land. All of these things were encompassed in some way in a basis behind Christianity, whether it was the master and the slave, or whether it was all men are created equal under God's eyes. Most individuals who were joining were doing so because they had a religious implication behind, a Christian implication behind service. There's a Confederate soldier, his name's Charles Howard, and he stated about 2/3 of the way through war, just past Gettysburg, he stated that we will carry the works with the faith and prayers, and perhaps God will this time bless us. And he's talking about the time period that right after Gettysburg, the Confederate Army goes back into Virginia, and they're getting ready to fight the Second Battle of the Wilderness. Throughout the entirety of the Civil War, from the beginning to the middle to the end, and even post-Civil War, there is this deep, deep reverence for Christianity amongst those who participated. And I want to make sure that it's said that it's not just Christianity. Nearly all faiths that are in America at the time are represented, but for the most part, you see this huge outcrop and this huge outcry of Christianity. And really what I wanted to study on was how soldiers dealt with the Civil War through their Christian beliefs. Many of the soldiers would lose their faith. Many would gain their faith. Many would lose their faith and gain their faith and then lose it again. And it would be this cyclical thing where the violence of the war was so extreme that they would go through these highs and lows of their faith system. And the other thing that I really wanted to draw out is that some would convert on the matters of what they were taught at camp life and the hymns that they would be singing, because it was the only relief that could be found in the Civil War for themselves and throughout battle. Super excited to do this paper. I've been working on it for the past couple of weeks, and I'm really excited to see what you guys think about my topic. And I'm very excited to see how everyone's research proposals work out. And I want to wish everybody the best of luck this week.